right.
Oh, I started that off great.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Functions and Dragons. We are currently competing with like 7 other D&D streams. I noticed. But that's no problem.
They got nothing on
here
us.
for y'all. No one else, and for us, and to have fun. So, you're good, Jonathan.
Great. Cheers, folks.
I do all the time, so I hope it's not a problem. Anyways, I feel like other streams have a nice like professional like we're getting started, let's go, and we're always just like mid conversation, rolling in with the transfer. It's awesome.
It's part of our vibe.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
You can tell that we're a bunch of friends playing D&D, and just happen to have a nice little camera into our world. But
7 cameras, you might say.
Yeah, seven cameras. Anyway, welcome to Functions and Dragons, everyone. We are the preeminent tech and tech-adjacent Dungeons and Dragons stream. We stream every Tuesday, and that is today. So here we are. If you recall, if you weren't here last time, sorry, I am very tired and gonna be rambly tonight.
Oh yeah,
it's all good.
We all are.
So yeah, we're all a little frazzled today. It's been a little bit of a week for everybody. So, but we're still.
And it's only Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Right. So yeah. Last time on Functions and Dragons, you all participated in the hunt of Erakos, who is a stag, fae god. Who, as you tracked through the woods, competed against a few other teams, found, presumably, in a small glen with some standing stones, and also presumably part of the Fey realm. After some things that were not quite right, you came to realize that Erakos was actually Olmog, or an avatar of Olmog, the demon prince of deception. Who you fought. In the course of that fight, Erakos, our brilliant paladin, but tiefling paladin, who has some strange connection to Olmog that hasn't been quite figured out yet, was kind of cursed under Crown of Madness for a moment, had some tendrils of darkness around his head, and Talita, our resident artificer and slightly concerned about other people person, was a little concerned, well, a little more than a little concerned about Erakos and his ties to the Prince of Deception. As you went back, having defeated Olmog and talked to the real Erakos, who gave you a token of his favor, a piece of his antler to be called in for a favor at some point. You spoke to the High King. He took care of the bodies of the other party that was slain by Olmog, and Talita went straight back to the tavern where you all lived. And we left with all of you, the rest of you, other than Talita, heading back. So yeah, let's jump right in. I'm going to start us off with Talita and Simeon just to get a quick idea of what is going on with Talita right now. So you headed back to the Wyvern. What are you doing while you're there?
It was just, big bottle of druid fluid. Not sure how it all disappeared.
Right. Druid fluid, for those of you who don't know, is our personal concoction of alcohol and potentially hallucinogenic mushrooms. We got some recurring jokes on here. We've druid fluid in the bone hole. So
the bone hole.
if you hear those, that's what that's about. But it is a thing in the real world. Or it's in the real world. I made one time, and also in the game world. And so Talita has been drinking a lot of druid fluid. and might be a little
This
drunk.
is Erakos' druid food.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
good though. He's got a lot more constitution. He can handle this.
Cool. So the party. Are you all headed back then to the Wyvern all together?
Yeah.
Cool. So okay,
I
go
would
ahead.
While we're doing that, I'm just gonna grab some snacks and food from the table because there was a feast that we were invited to. So
Good
like
point.
while Erisea would probably be like, we should go and check out on Talita, I'd be like, yeah, okay, and then like super quickly just grabbing a bunch of food and stacking it.
Load me up.
You do have the superb satchel, which can hold more than its pockets seem to be able to hold. It's bigger on the inside. So cool. All right. So yeah, you grab a little bit of food. I'm gonna say you manage to kind of gather up enough. Nobody really looks at you, being the winners and everything. The High King has kind of explained what's happened. Everybody seems to be a little somber, but some people are still partying. So you manage to get a little bit of food and you start headed back. As you reach the Wyvern, you find that it is quite busy. You've opened the tavern, I think, the week before this, basically. I think we talked about that at one point, but you hired a bartender, got some things ready, and the Wyvern is open for business. And there are quite a lot of people there. It's kind of the new tavern on the block. People came out to check it out and see what was going on. You have a bartender from the Bartenders Guild there serving people. And as you enter, there's a number of people kind of packed to the walls, people sitting at tables, people standing. You have a bard back in the corner playing. And at the bar, you see a very large, hulking turtle man very far into a bottle. Okay.
Gonna wander up and plonk down some of the food just kind of next to him. Like, I don't know. What's a turtle's favorite food?
This feels like a joke.
Oh, God.
It does feel like a joke. What would be a turtle's favorite
I
food?
have seen turtles eating strawberries and it looking like a murder on video.
Oh yeah.
But that's as far as my knowledge goes.
Yeah.
Was there fruit
Oh.
at this feast?
It's a shell steak, obviously.
Slow roasted duck. Got it? Because it's slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't they eat like fruits and vegetables?
Plonk down any fruity
Bugs.
confections, anything with bugs in it. Just plop it right on the bar next to Talita, and sit down next to him and start eating a leg of animal.
Cool. Yeah, you kind of lay out your hijacked feast and available for the party to start the game.
The leg of animal is the mystical turducken.
It's just a big old chicken, turkey, duck leg, kind of like a drumstick, and
I love it.
It's so good.
massive.
I've never tasted such a scrumptious turducken.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just gonna lean up against the wall, eat a little bit of food by the table, just kind of like posted up by Talita and Erakos,
But wasn't I being carried back? Aren't I like
Yes.
slightly incapacitated right now?
Yeah,
That's right.
you were a little overwhelmed.
Erakos is not doing so great tonight. That's the thing here.
What should we do with Erakos?
I don't know. Tend to him.
Erakos, didn't we take like a little bit of a short rest?
I
Like, I
thought
was
so.
carrying you, but I think we rested.
We took a short rest and he laid hands on himself.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, I used all of my.
Yeah. All my hands.
All of them.
All of them.
I
Every
gave
single one.
myself a very warm.
Some self-care. A little
Aw.
self-care.
That's
Oh,
good.
yes.
The
The most self-care paladin can give themselves per long rest.
Mhm.
Oh man.
So yeah, while the downstairs of the Wyvern is quite busy. The upstairs where you all have rooms and things would be relatively open as well, just so you know.
I do think Erakos would probably want to go upstairs and lay down a little bit, just a little bit. He's he sees the fact that Talita is a little distracted. Let's go with that. There's an opportunity to maybe have this conversation that he wants to have another day or later. So he's gonna go relax a little bit in his room.
Mara's gonna clap a meaty paw on your shoulder. Hey, buddy.
Door. Shoulder.
Just not hard enough to cause any damage. Just enough to
Discomfort.
make that hand known. I think we've got some stuff to talk about, buddy.
All right. Give me one of
I
the
know
druid
you're
fluids.
tired. Yeah,
give me
here,
one of the
have a
druids.
druid fluid. Have a
Keep them coming.
a turducken claw or
Turducken
whatever.
claw. Have a jackalope horn and
Oh, yum.
No bones, please. I don't like bones.
Oh, don't worry, it's marinated. It's spongy.
Uh,
Yeah. So I think we've got some stuff to talk about. It was pretty weird back there, right?
that is one way to put it. Yes, it was very weird.
Yeah. You wanna?
Perhaps we should find a quieter place to have this conversation. It's quite loud in here.
Looking around, other people like listening in.
No, everyone seems to be pretty far into their drinks at this point in the night. Especially
Do
since
they
you all.
even know that we are the owners?
No,
Like, can they recognize us?
no
The
one really.
bartender probably knows.
Yeah, the bartender knows, and is giving you free drinks because, what happens. But
Look, we own the place,
I
okay?
mean, we own the place.
I'm gonna turn to the bartender. What's your name again? I'm sorry, we haven't met.
scramble.
Barry, the bartender.
Oh, this game
Very.
tonight's session's gonna be. Oof.
Oh, well, my name is Erva.
Eva.
Lovely
It
name.
is
Pleasure to meet you.
lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for the drinks. I think we're gonna head up, but wonderful to meet you. Glad to see that we're doing well. Have a good night.
You too.
I like your hair. Does she have hair?
Oh,
Or it?
yeah. It's this like long. It's like Viking braids.
Oh, I love your hair.
down.
Really good hair. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna gather up a couple of tasty morsels, and a couple of mugs of inebriative fluids.
She hands you a bottle and a barrel of ale and
Oh,
a few
sweet.
glasses, so you're good to go.
Thanks, Irva. So yeah, I'm gonna sort of. Y'all want to shuffle upstairs?
Wait, let me grab some dessert for that as well. So I'm just gonna look for like cheese danishes or like equivalent.
Yeah,
We have a fondue station just for you.
So what you kind of realize is
I have a sweet tooth. You know me.
Mara, when she grabbed food, kind of grabbed like the dinner food, like all that stuff. But Ruby came back with just sweets,
Nice.
like just an armful of like.
I love it.
I love it.
Managed to find any dessert that you would like.
Is Talita joining us on the way upstairs, or does he remain at the table?
He remained at the table.
Yo, Talita, we're gonna have a conversation. I think that you wanted to be a part of it.
We wanted to discuss the situation with Erakos. Talita, no, Talita. I pat him on the back. I say, "You okay? You hanging in there? Could I convince you to come upstairs? I noticed some very interesting books about welding that I thought you might want to check out."
We also have some scraps of metal that we brought back that when you were gone. So you might be interested
Okay.
in them because I think some of them sparkle, which
We're
means they have
bribing
magical
him.
properties.
He's the one that wanted to have the conversation, and we're bribing him.
Yeah.
You can play with the mystic magnet. That's pretty
To be
cool,
fair,
right?
To be fair, his conversation was more pointing a crossbow at you
At
in the
the
middle of a
neck.
fight
Yeah.
at the neck, and then once it happened again, being like, "I'm out," and leaving. So
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
So he went like, he didn't want to talk anymore once we decided we weren't going to talk right there. So this is us just trying to get him to come upstairs and have that
Valid.
combo.
Cajole.
Trying to be healthy friends and take two people and make them talk and figure their stuff out.
Yeah. Force them into a
I
room.
mean, I'd also like to
Yeah.
know what's going on.
I mean, no, we shouldn't just force them
No,
in a
I'm
room.
kidding.
They're gonna kill
Yeah,
each
I
other.
was
We should
kidding.
be there as like witnesses.
Mediators. Yeah, we should
Referees.
head up to the study. That's a nice, comfortable place for Talita, and I think that might be a good place to have this conversation.
Is there even comfortable beds in there where we can put Jonathan in there or not?
In the study?
Like-
there's chairs
Yeah.
and places to sit.
Yeah.
Because I remember Jonathan mentioned that like he wanted to like rest a bit.
I have a kit.
Yeah, Erakos would want to.
I have a
Okay.
first aid kit, so I'm gonna grab that out of my room on the way and start checking Erakos's wounds and seeing if any of them need to be dressed or cleaned.
I'm gonna give you a ride up the stairs,
Hey,
Erakos.
Arcia. When we go there, can you also go ahead and grab a bed, like one of the guest beds that we have?
Oh,
For
of
Erakos?
course. Of course. I'll move one of the beds from one of the rooms into the study so he can lay down. I'll just go to Erakos's room and grab his bed and move it for now. Or we could just go to Erakos's room. I don't know.
Y'all can come to my
No,
room.
we
It's
want- we
fine.
want-
It's a room.
Both of the people to have like the comfort, like the
Mm,
psychological comfort. I feel like for
Neutral
Erakos
territory.
right now, it would be like physical comfort, while for Talita, it would be like psychological mental.
Erakos just wants comfort. All forms of it. He just wants to be pampered right now.
Have some comfort food. Carry you up the stairs.
I had the comfort food already. Now
You
I gotta
can have some sweets. Here you go. Here
Oh,
you
hell
go.
yes.
So I'll set up
Together.
his bed in the study so Mara can put
This
him
is
there.
great. I need to
No.
be nearly killed more often.
Just to be clear, I'm not particularly gentle. I am just. You are a
I
sack.
mean, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate all the help. Whatever you
So-
can give.
Erakos, will you have removed your armor? And
Yes.
are you letting Ash tend to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I will not be trying to hide anything in
Okay.
regards to that. There's no point at this point.
So, Ash, and anyone else who's looking, as you notice, there's a brand on Erakos's back that is presumably the mark that he's told you about in the past that he received from the vision. However,
Does it look a little different?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, the part of the brand has started to kind of expand, and there are tendrils that now kind of begin to work their way out from it. Still scar tissue, but they look almost like they're digging into his back. However, on the top, so that's like towards the bottom. On the top, a portion of the brand has actually kind of begun to heal, it seems, and some of the scar tissue has started to kind of to heal itself and is just returning to being skin. So it has both gotten worse and improved in different areas.
Interesting.
Can we cut off the tendrils?
Let's not knife Erakos in the back just yet. I have a feeling that trying to mess with this would
Just
be
yet.
yeah, just yet.
I believe the term is flaying.
Sorry, that was good. Good terminology there. Just yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Well, this is interesting. I mean, your brand is. It looks like it's spreading into your back, Erakos. Are you aware of this?
Well, I felt something burning, and as you recall, before I was currently incapacitated. I was partially incapacitated when we confronted Omag. And it is likely that when I felt an inability to do anything, that is what was happening.
Well, what's even more interesting is that the top of this looks as if it's healed. And, I mean, this is beyond my knowledge, but what it appears is that, first of all, you, my friend, are on a timer. And if we don't figure out what's going on with you, eventually, this is going to spread throughout your whole body. And my second assumption is defeating the avatar of Olmog has partially healed you.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this, because I don't really feel like it's there's not really anything to hide here. This is more of a let's actually get you all filled in on what at least I'm still kind of figuring this out also. So whatever I tell you right now, if it feels like it is either incomplete or just doesn't make sense, welcome to what has currently been my existence for the past number of weeks.
Right before Erakos goes into his story, I want to walk over to Talita and put my hand on his shoulder and say, Talita, this is important. We should hear him out.
I also have a theory that perhaps the reason it started to heal is because it's already a part of him naturally, you know? So,
oh boy.
So it already spread so much and so deep that it's already kind of a part. I don't know if that makes sense right now, but
no, it does. Anything makes sense right now. That's the thing. So I'm actually out of character. I'm being serious. I actually don't know anything about this. So this is not me actually fooling around with y'all. I'm actually like real art is imitating real life right now. So
that's the goal.
Yes. So on that, let's.
So maybe Erakos is not actually even a person. Maybe he's already some kind of demigod or shadow, and already.
How about we let him tell us what he knows before we
tell his story? Yeah.
I like the speculation.
I just feel like Ruby would be a type of person who would like
Oh, yeah.
believe in
No,
like
this is
very
very
like random conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is very character. I have the whole mental image of this right now, so this is totally fine. So in character, what I've been able to learn is that Olmog is one of the 5. I'm gonna try to say the name. I'm gonna mess up.
Ifrigan.
Demons, particularly the demon prince of deception, I feel like our encounter probably fills in all of the blanks in terms of what that means. I am now pretty convinced, based on what just happened, that he was the one who came to me that night when we all experienced those terrors, and was the manifestation of whatever I was experiencing that night. He originally took form as my mother, but it quickly devolved into something much more grotesque and hard to explain.
Your mom is the Prince of Deception?
No, it is not my. He decided that my mother is. How would I describe my mother? She is kind of
that,
the
but
pirate
literally
queen of the seas. Maybe.
I mean, that's badass.
Yes, that's where I got my hat from that I wore at the party.
It's a good hat.
It is. It's one of the few positive memories I have of her.
Oh dear.
But,
sorry, please continue.
Oh, that's okay. It was after that night that the brand appeared on my back, and I started to do as much research as I could into both what that brand means and what it means, like just what it means and what it might mean for me. Ash, you may recall that we had a conversation about some things relating to the fiendish plane. I think
do.
it was that we had talked about. That information that I shared with you was directly a result of the research that I had started on whatever happened to me. You basically have as much information on the plane as I do. I am kind of still piecing that together, and I want to learn more about this. As far as me, I don't feel different mentally for what that's worth. I do not feel any cloud in judgment, as it were, and I don't perceive any of you as enemy, but I don't know, and unfortunately, I wish I could say my superiors who do know about this. There's one who does. He does not even know, at least to my knowledge, what the impact of whatever this is. It will end up being. The easiest way to solve this problem, as taller as it sounds, is to probably kill Olmog. That is saying a lot.
Demon Prince.
Yes.
Bad, big bad.
Yeah.
Of
Okay,
the
yeah,
fiendish
just-
plane. Yes.
Yes.
Fiendish
Yeah. I'm
plane.
just gonna, just walk right in and
Yeah.
actually kill him. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's the
simple.
best I got right now.
Let's do it. Let's do it next Monday. I don't have really any plans.
That's great.
We can probably finish in like 2 hours. That sounds
Yeah.
good enough.
Talita,
I'm confused. I thought that we did kill him.
it was just
That wasn't him.
we
That was
killed
an
an
avatar.
avatar where basically just part of Omog, like a presence that he projected onto this plane essentially, or that they projected onto this plane, and it was not Omog's true form, is I think
I see.
the essence.
Like, you know how people project their insecurity into others? Same thing, but like with form.
Ruby, that is an excellent description.
Talita, I must ask, does this help resolve your trust with Erakos?
Talita is pretty much right now zoned completely out and is starting to rock back and forth.
Oh no.
All of a sudden pops into his shell, which turns a couple of times before stopping, and you hear snoring.
Maybe he just needs some time.
Yeah.
Let's give him some time.
And a little bit
Yeah.
of space.
Yeah. Can we
And-
roll Talita back to his room? Probably pretty heavy.
I mean, he probably sleeps
Yeah.
here. I would
I would
guess.
let him-
in what-
Okay,
would
we'll
let him
leave
rest.
him be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this brings up an interesting point or twist, which is we are in no way prepared to take
No.
on Omog, but we
No.
also appear to have a time limit, and I fear for you.
Unless my theories are correct, then it's already too late. And it's been too late for
Oh,
years.
no. Well, let's roll it back. Well, actually, we know it hasn't. Well, I mean, unless Erakos is lying, that we know that this started on Valine. And how long ago was that?
He might think it started in Valine, but it actually has been since birth. He's been deceived. He's a person when he's not actually one.
This is true. How long has it been since Valine?
Would it be 2 weeks by now? 3?
Yes, about a month.
About a month. Okay.
Almost exactly. About which in Carowin a month is
24 days, right?
24
4
days.
weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
it's been about a month. And judging, how far out is the spread? Is it just starting to spread? Like, so how big is the actual brand in his back? Like to the shoulder blades? Okay, so it's small.
So it's not huge. It's kind of just in the center of his back, directly below his neck, and it's.
Ooh, so it's
about
connected to the nervous system. And
It's about the size of
Okay.
like a tennis ball.
And how
Okay.
how far
and-
has it spread?
the not far, and the tendrils just appear to be more scar tissue.
Okay.
Essentially. They don't look any more nefarious than the fact that he has a demon's mark
Got
emblazoned
it.
on
Oh,
his.
okay. So I thought the mark was
his back.
starting to spread. So it's just like surrounding scar tissue that's tendrilled out.
It's yeah, and
Wait, so it's not
it comes from
Okay.
the mark. So hold on.
Can anyone? Here's something that's helpful. All right, here.
If I can.
Wait, I can
there it
barely
is.
see it.
So that is
Alright.
what the mark looks
Upside down
like
crown?
to
Okay.
begin with.
The horned crown.
Um,
Is that
and off of
Yeah.
the side is where the tendrils of scar tissue have kind of begun to
So on one of the sides.
come out.
So not.
Yeah.
And the other side, up on the top of the other side, it's actually started to kind of heal and fade, it seems.
The best bet I have right now is that I can show this. I can show this, whatever it looks like now, to my superior at the hall, at the Paladin Hall, and he might. It's unlikely he's going to be able to give us any more information. He might be able to point me in a direction to get more information, but that's probably the best he's going to be able to do.
I wonder if it's also worth digging around at the colleges and seeing if we can find someone who maybe specializes in planar beings or the fiendish plane specifically. I mean, I do remember.
Yes.
You know, interestingly enough, my sister wrote a book about interplanar travel and a bit about the fiendish plane, but there's not a lot of information in there as well. And it seems.
Well, we might search for your sister and also help Erakos at the same time if we're gonna ever try to go into that plane.
This would be.
What is it? Pragmatic. Be very
Yes.
pragmatic about our traveling. Two birds with one stone, or like I think the saying goes.
That's a plain good idea.
I bring this up because there was not a lot of information. She had written the only book on this, but that doesn't mean that it's the only book on the fiendish plane in general and Omag. So we could still turn up something. And
I mean, we also only looked at like the library here. We might want to consider traveling to nearby cities that, or like some place that is well known for their library collection. I'm sure one of the other cities would invest in like education and knowledge, probably somewhere with another college nearby. That could be like an option as well.
If we break this down, similar to how we would plan in the military when we had a target which was more powerful than us, there's a couple clear things that we need to do. One, which Erakos has stated, is gather more information. The more information we have, the better we can adjust and we can plan. Number two is we ourselves just aren't strong enough, and that's something that we'll have to work at. We need to greatly improve our skill set if we're going to stand any chance of dealing with a creature of this nature. And lastly is we need to figure out, I guess, I don't even know. I think if we do those two things, then we can start worrying about what a strategy might be for, one, finding Omag, and then two, beating him once we have more information about them and what ourselves become capable of as we search.
That's the best plan that I think we have right now. So I am also in favor of doing this.
I think perhaps it would be wise to keep a close eye on the mark. It's possible that it's time-based, but it's also possible that it simply grew because you were in his presence.
That's a very good point.
And so keeping an eye perhaps every day or a couple of days to see if it continues to grow, or if in the future he shows up again, projects himself again, then and then that causing growth, then we would know more in that way. So having someone check it, I think, would be a good idea.
Wait, so
I have
just
an idea.
a quick question: are tendrils kind of are tendrils physically outside of the bag? Like are they like 3D? Can someone stab the tendrils without stabbing the bag?
They're
No,
You're
There's
so
scar
bad
tissue.
want to knife
Yeah.
Erakos in the back. So
I don't
bad.
want to knife Erakos. I want to
I
knife
know. I know.
whatever whatever demon thing
It's
that
fun to
comes
say
out
it
of
that way. I have an idea.
She wants to stab him to save him.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
so kind.
I have some good in my heart, maybe.
I have
Sometimes.
an
On a
idea.
good day, if I like
Yeah,
it.
on how we can measure change. Erakos, would you be okay if I were to take some of my calligraphy ink and mark where the edge of the scar goes?
No, not at all. Go for it.
So I'm
It's
gonna.
like marking moles for the doctor.
Yeah,
Is
basically.
it permanent ink though? Make sure it's permanent ink and it's not gonna just wash out with sweat. I'm sure that guy.
Yeah,
sweats a
I
lot.
mean it's very
that armor and
strong
stuff.
ink. Like it's the ink that I would use for writing spells. So it's basically like the most like long lasting aside from a physical tattoo that we could have. So I go to my room and get my calligraphy set and come back, and I'm not like trying to trace all of them. I just do kind of like a half circle, like or quarter moon around at the edges of where the tendrils are, just to, and then if they start to push past this line, then we'll know that they are in fact growing.
Cool.
Okay. Well, it is late. It has been quite the day. I think right now the best thing that we could all do is rest.
I would like that very much.
I take all of the sweets that I took and I put it on my back, ready to take off with it.
Erakos, would you like me to move your bed back to your room?
Please.
Great. So are you all just headed to bed for the night?
Yeah.
Cool. So the sounds of partying from below kind of continue late into the night until the wyvern eventually shuts down. You can hear the bartender. Those of you who like aren't dead asleep, hear the bartender kind of shooing people out. She heads out for the last day and locks up and leaves. You manage to get some pretty good sleep. Nothing too eventful happens. Erakos, you have some dreams, just recollections of the nightmare that you experienced on Valine, things like that, but nothing new. The rest of you sleep fairly well, though some of you are haunted by visions of Olmog and the grotesque nature of his form and just the events of the previous day. As you wake up the next day, the sounds of partying continue. The hunt is a 3-day long festival, and you are only on the first day. So there are people beginning revelry once again. Though this time you hear, as if you go downstairs and like get through some of the crowds and stuff, you hear people kind of discussing the events of the day before, talking about the group that didn't return and the one who did, and just kind of generally discussing how this was an interesting and eventful time. What would you like to do?
Probably check Erakos mark. I would think to see if it's spread or not. If there's like any changes, like smell.
I think that's reasonable to at least check.
I was trying to think about the senses, but my brain just went, what are other senses other than smell and sight? I mean, if someone wants to taste it.
Licking it.
Yeah.
Ruby, stop licking Erakos.
It has not changed. The tendrils are still there, but they haven't gone any farther. It is slightly warm to the touch, though it was the night before as well. Erakos, you would know that it kind of is just consistently warm. It's not ever burning unless it's burning, right? But it is kind of just generally warm all of the time.
Ooh, burning! We should try that.
Cover the brand with another brand.
He's rebranding.
Ha!
Rebranding. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
my
It took a
goodness.
second for me too.
Oh, I hate how long that
my
took.
word!
Check out our new logo.
Oh man! And that's it, folks. That's our game tonight. Y'all have a good one. I'm actually just moving real quick.
It's yellow,
sit on the
blue, red, and green like every other logo.
Oh my word!
That was great.
All right. Well, I have a new purpose now. I need to get swole, and I need to find out stuff about fiendish plane deception dudes, and how to kick their
Tails.
actual
Horns?
butts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like not their avatar.
Yeah. The actual thing.
We're taking this IRL. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess morning time. Ash is gonna get up and take out Luna's book, and he's kind of like almost like he talks to it now. Essentially, it's the closest he has to her, and he's just gonna ask her forgiveness and ask her to hold on a little longer because he's got to help a friend before he can get back to looking for her. So he's gonna grab his sword and look for Marwa and see if she wants to do some training out behind the bar. And yeah, train for a while.
I'll train with you. I mean, I don't know if I'd be any help.
Yeah, anytime.
I'm down to beat up someone.
Let's go. Yeah, let's head out back and practice.
It's the punching circle instead of a massage train.
Well, for me, it's magic, and there's still a chance that at some of these episodes, it'll actually be wild magic. Maybe. It's probably been more than 10 episodes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I want
you
you to
have
roll
your
wild
knowledge
magic
too,
while
right?
training.
Don't
While
you
we're
have-
sparring, I want wild magic
Yes.
to activate.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
I
my
ruin
God.
everything. The tavern is in ruins. Everyone's dead.
Oh my
We
goodness.
start
TPK.
Anti-magic
I
zone.
would like to stab. Yeah, do you want to practice stabbing?
No. I've lately been stabbing a lot of people while I weren't with you, like sticking out the nights and just like doing casual stab practice on other strangers, just getting the gold. So I think I'd rather practice my real magic because
Okay.
this is still new stuff to me that I've only discovered recently, so it's kind of more fun.
Question. Is there sort of a backyard or an alley or an area that we could go outside of the tavern
Yeah.
to like
That's where I figured we'd go behind the bar and kind of like
behind the bar?
yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like where the bartender was.
Oh.
Oh no, behind the
My word! Terrify the bartender real quick. Hey,
No,
gonna
you have a
burn
like.
some
Don't you have a
things.
great axe?
Just gonna
Isn't
have
that
a
your
sword
weapon?
fight.
I have a great sword and you have a great axe.
Wait, did you say you have a great ass?
that's what I said too.
Oh god, great swords and great asses.
Ash's
You never know.
Ash's pickup line.
I have a great sword. You got a great axe.
Axe. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna train for a while. Oh my god.
Yeah, so if there's I would like to take some. I don't really want Ruby practicing her stabbing or her magic on me because that might hurt.
She's scary.
It's just casual stab
Yeah,
practice.
It's just
Casual
it's
stab.
just casual stabs, casual burns, casual just like
Casual mind
Psychic
spikes.
damage. Yeah, mind spikes.
Yeah,
Casual mind spikes.
casual mental health breakdowns.
Just super. That's the only kind I have. I would like to see if I could tie together some like whatever's out there, be it hay, be it pieces of wood, be it shrubbery, just like making little like people-shaped
Dummies.
objects of a couple different
Yeah,
sizes.
herring.
Please
Herring.
Please be
Chidurkins.
careful of my garden.
Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to mess with your garden.
Yeah, no garden. We'll go away from that.
No gardens. Only trash stuff. I can go to like an empty lot somewhere and get some dried grass or make
There's
a mud person.
There's probably still a bunch of burned wood outside of the of Talita's shop.
Smart. All right, some burned wood and I don't know. Can I find like scraps of fabric or burlap something?
Yeah, you find a few burlap sacks that you think you can kind of fashion. And you kind of crudely use a bit of rope and burlap sacks, some various stuffing materials that you could find, more sacks, a little bit of hay, some grass, things like that. You managed to get a few targets together.
I can also do some minor illusion to make it look like real people.
Yeah. Awesome.
So even though we're gonna be hitting just like a bunch of objects, it'll look like and appear like people and like.
I love it.
Yeah.
There
Great.
won't be any blood, but you'll see like general moving.
Do we
We're
still?
gonna be hitting them.
Slice its neck open, hay falls
Oh
out.
my goodness. How can we get in touch with Yozabar? I need a favor.
Oh.
I believe you have his sending stone
That's what I thought, right?
sigil
Yeah.
sequence.
I want to ask Yozabar if he could potentially get Marwa access back to the Colosseum.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Interesting.
Cool. Yeah. So you can send like a 25 word message, I think, with sending.
Yeah, I forget how much it is. I know send message is
It's
like
25.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's plenty.
Yeah. Okay. So are you telling him what you want, or are you just asking to like talk with him?
No, I'm gonna be very specific. So business communication 101. Definitely first message should always include why you're contacting.
Thank you.
Yes.
Not just who.
Exactly. So it's gonna be like this. Yozabar, that's one. Need favor. Can we get Marwa access to Colosseum? Will owe you one big time. 16. Look at that.
Medium time.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do medium time, not big time.
Yeah, little
Or
time.
we'll owe you
Owe
some.
you.
We'll owe you
Oh, better
some.
yet, need it. Oh, it's too late. I already sent it.
Yeah. So you get back a message, kind of just resonates in your head in Yosabar's voice, and just says, "Yes, I think I could handle that." I have to think about my numbers too.
That's 7.
Heard about your experience yesterday. We'll talk soon.
15.
Perfect.
Well done.
I mean, we should probably ask him like when, where, what place. Can he bring
knows where we
pastries?
Yeah, he'll come
He
find
does
us.
know where we live.
Everybody knows where
Okay.
we live.
I mean, we should still ask him to bring pastries.
Okay, I message back. Please bring pastries. Signed, Ruby.
In your voice.
Yeah.
You'll need so sending stones can only be used
Oh,
once
that's right.
per day,
That's right.
basically.
That's right.
But
Oh,
each of
okay.
you has a sending stone.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Ruby, just
Oh,
use
so
yours.
I just sent him a message from mine then.
Yeah.
Or
Sounds good.
belt stab. Yes. Yeah.
You get back nothing.
Mhm.
You know,
Wow, what a jerk.
This is the face that I'm making.
you can only reply once.
Oh.
You got us.
Cool. So great. Trying to think what else? Sorry, yeah. Erisea, Erakos, Talita, any. So the other three are practicing.
Well, when I get up, um, so I'm heading up from my basement and lugging Abacus up because she can't climb the ladder.
Aw.
And I'm getting kind of tired of that, so I would like to put her on her little leash for show and take a walk over to the Carpenters Guild.
Cool. Yeah. They are closed.
Oh, it's the festival.
It's the festival.
Of course.
Um,
Of course.
Dang
But-
festival.
um,
Don't they know we got a demon lord to kill? Or prince?
I mean, we
or
could
whatever?
chill, but then we wouldn't get swallowed.
yeah. What would you like to do anything?
I'll just go for a walk in the woods and find a place. Actually, what I would like to do for the day is go to the Glen.
Okay.
I assume it's no longer a doorway to the Feywild. But-
Not that you can tell.
Yeah, just go and sit and have my meditation time there and try to ask for direction.
Okay. Make me. Sorry, I'm looking up skills real quick. I never remember the skills of 5e, so I'll look those up real quick. Yeah, make me a religion check.
19.
Okay. As you sit there, you kind of get this vague sense of familiarity. You feel the connection from that location to Erka, who is still just a part of these woods. As you kind of sit there, it's not a communication exactly, but you are granted this kind of general feeling that the next step for you in your personal quest is to look deeper. This is kind of vague because like it's just a general feeling, but you get this idea that you need to turn inward a bit more, and perhaps more than you have in the past and in a different way.
Okay.
Cool. Erakos, what are you doing today?
Erakos. What is Erakos gonna do today? Oh boy. Well, I mean, he's probably gonna. I don't know. What more information can be gleaned? It's likely that I guess giving Ash's sister's book a look, or just going to the colleges for information, is probably gonna be actually a better first place to start this time, because like I'm not really sure what else Fenton can tell to Erakos right now about the state of whatever it is that's going on with him. So, excuse me. Yeah, I would say that the plan to go to the colleges to try to get some more information is probably the best plan that he has right now.
Okay. Cool. Make me. So you're headed to the colleges to look through the library, essentially.
Yeah.
Make me an investigation check.
I am not terrible at that. Let's see. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. My Chrome's been locking up all day, and I just went
you're
over
good.
to hit the tab, and it's not letting me hit the tab. So,
Yay.
Nice. Gotta love technology.
Mm-hmm.
Computers.
Go, computer, go.
After Christmas, I will have a set of dice that I don't have to roll.
Nice.
But
Ooh.
that is weeks away yet.
Yeah.
So
It's all good.
Oh god.
Would you like me to roll for you? Although I roll terribly.
I don't
Yeah.
know what I don't know. I got it. No, hang on. It just rolled over. All right, this one is what I'm bad at. Never mind.
Oh, that would have been a good one. You should have said yeah.
But I rolled a 16.
Ooh.
So.
Okay. So that's a 15.
Sweet.
No,
Oh,
it's
you
16.
rolled. Okay.
That's after the
Nice.
minus.
Okay. Yeah, your searching doesn't yield a whole lot. You find a lot of general information that's kind of similar to the information that you've already gleaned. That scroll that you found over in the District of the Five, some of that information doesn't seem to really expand on that very much. However, you do find a book kind of discussing the Fringer River, which is the river from which the demons were born, and also the river that cuts through the plains. It is a singular point. It's a fixed point, right? In the universe, it's a fixed point that cuts through all of the plains. There's you seem to find some reference to planar travel, like in just looking into like planar travel and planar beings and fiends. That's kind of the most information you can glean, other than just some of the musings on who the demon princes are, where they came from, some things like that. So the big thing, so the plains through which the Efringer River cuts are called the reflective plains. They are the closest planes to the physical plane, and they're called the reflective planes because they are all a reflection of one another, as if split by a prism. The planes, the general theory is that the energy from the positive and the negative planes resonates
As the in between, right? Yeah.
Splits through the Aya, which is the magical force, and creates the planes of existence. So the Ifringham River in the physical plane is in the northern reaches. It's pretty much just a river, but there is some speculation in some of the books and some of the paragraphs that you read that there are sections of the river that connect to different planes. There are caves through which, if you traveled, you would be able to reach a separate plane.
Cool. Very interesting. We're going on a boat ride, friends.
In the cold. Yikes.
Yeah.
And on a cold boat.
I mean, I don't know. That seems like the most I'm gonna get out of this. Is the book that? So, do I know? I know that Ash's sister wrote a book. Do I know where that book is?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, you have it.
You have the copy of it that you made.
Yeah. I have a copy of it.
Yeah,
The other one's in the library. That's right. Good call. Forgot about that.
So then I probably would have found it then, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay,
looking.
okay.
You definitely find the same book. You don't really glean any more information than you would have gotten from just looking at Ash's copy. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
That's it. That's probably
okay.
all he'll be doing.
Talita, what are you doing today? Recovering from the druid fluid.
A little bit. So there is the issue of supposing to have had the Carpenters Guild contract that never showed up.
To fix up your location or your thing. So yeah, you did get that the lumber that you requested because that's what you wanted. You didn't actually want them to do the work, right? You wanted to do it yourself.
Yeah. So not really sure how to make this not metagamey, but
Go for it. You're
there
good.
was a conversation. So that same day, before the contract arrived the next day.
You could just say that Aracia talked to you about it. Are you talking about the metal versus wood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. We talked to one of the head mob people that we talked to, and I believe Ash asked him about sourcing materials and stuff. So technically, with that conversation, Talita may not have gone with the Carpenters Guild contract.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe it was we asked Yosabar, right? Didn't we say that we would need that his shop up and running?
Yeah.
And he said he would get us that lumber sourced.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't think you ever signed the contract with the
Yeah.
Carpenters Guild. Can't remember for sure.
I don't believe so.
No, it never. Was this the stream that was right before the Thanksgiving one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I think what happened is it kind of there was a bit of a time skip in there,
Yeah,
and so it never got discussed.
that's right. You talked to the Carpenters Guild. They told you what their end of the deal was going to require, and then I think you were waiting before you signed. I don't think that you signed on the spot or anything because they still needed to draw up the contract. And then Yosivar said he was able to get you some of the lumber. So yeah, you have what you need to rebuild that location.
I'm gonna keep working on that for the day. Draw up a list of various blacksmithing items, tools, and stuff that he would need. I'll probably go talk to Yosabar about that, sourcing that stuff. He doesn't have to work with the monopolies.
Cool. So are you gonna try to get in contact with him with the sending stone?
Yep.
So what would you like to say?
Hey, need more items. Time to meet? Question mark.
Cool.
It's not a text message.
He said question mark. So is that 9? Is that 9?
Yeah.
He had an excuse to be even more short than normal. He was gonna take it.
It's just all emojis.
Smiley face emoji, fire emoji, sparkle emoji.
Shovel,
Hammer.
pickaxe, hammer.
Yeah. You don't get anything back either. Again, metagaming, presumably because he's already sent you a message to Ash. So,
So he left him on red.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, you managed to get. Make me a. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I don't know what this is going to be for sure. Make me a strength check plus your modifier. So roll a d20. So just a normal, roll a d20 and then add your strength modifier to it.
13 plus 2 for 15.
Okay. Make me an insight check.
Ooh, nat 1.
Okay. And make me a acrobatics check.
Well, I mean, kind of appropriate. A 6. He is
6?
a large turtle.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get a fairly good amount of work done. You've started to kind of get the structures of the walls up, some of the things that really are like the core, but you're still a few days of solid work from having anything resembling an actual workshop. And it's starting to get late for all of you. So as Erakos returns back from the colleges, unless there was other things that you all wanted to do today, if that's...
I want to duck out and see if there's any more free food I can skim out of this festival.
I love that we own a bar
there's...
and we go out and steal food.
I'll join you.
They cook better than I do.
I don't know
but the
about.
thing
I
is,
don't
we
think
have
that
to
we
pay
serve.
for the food.
We don't
Like
have. We don't
it
serve
takes
food
out
at
from
our
our
bar.
expenses.
That's true.
No, yeah, but like it takes out of our expenses. We could have sold that food and would have made more money. But the food is truly free at the festival.
But we don't even sell food at our bar. I don't think.
Oh, that's right.
We don't even have a cook yet. Yeah. We just have a bartender.
Just the bartender, yeah.
We sell fantasy pretzels.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the festival and see what people
So-
are up to, and still a bunch of other food.
So yeah, the festival is still raging throughout the entire city. There are people partying, kind of having a good time. There's still kind of a general air of like malaise around some of their events, like everything that's happening just from the events of the day before. People are still just a little apprehensive. They're a little unsure, but seemingly trying to get back into the partying spirit. As you wander around, there's plenty of free food. There's plenty of fun things to do. Some really interesting paid food that you've never seen before. This is a big festival, and it takes place across the entire city. People come out to do all sorts of things. It's kind of the last big hurrah before the really cold winter sets in. And it's celebrating having enough for the winter. So they have enough. Cool. Yeah. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Oh gosh, I want to eat a thing I've never ate before.
Okay.
I'm just following Mara at that point.
Yeah, I was
I would
like,
be
I
also
grab you,
curious.
stick you up on my shoulder so you can see everything.
Yeah.
You know, y'all. I leave when I'm leaving the tavern. It's like, I'm gonna go party. Come with me if you want to.
You mean still snacks?
Snacks. Yes, snacks, Ruby. Snacks. We'll bring some back.
Anybody else going?
I am going to stay at the tavern.
Eric,
I'm gonna imagine that this is happening like at the afternoon when like the sun is closer to like sunset.
Yep.
So it's like
A little-
beautiful colors, all that jazz.
Do they have funnel cake?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, do they have chocolate fountain?
Probably not. I don't.
Maybe
Maybe.
chocolate.
Chocolate fountain.
They have chocolate, but it's kind of expensive.
Mm.
Erakos, were you saying you were going to go?
yeah, probably. I think
Okay,
Erakos would go.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe ale fountain then, like alcohol fountain, magical alcohol fountain.
There are lots of fountains of alcohol that you can find throughout the city. They're just taps, and you pull on them and pour them. But so one of the other things that happens.
Oh, I couldn't hear. Sorry.
Oh, just like taps that are open. So lots
Oh,
of
like taps.
yeah, like beer taps.
Oh.
So-
okay, got it.
One of the things that happens at this festival as well is a lot of the summer ales that they're producing, they need to get rid of, and so they sell them for very, very cheap, like just a few coppers basically. And it's kind of just a general like like a honor system where you can fill your mug and leave a few coppers.
No one's gonna
I
take advantage
feel
of that.
like
Minor
honor
illusion.
system.
Cool.
Cool. Well, I'm looking for the like weirdest food. You know, like I don't know, something on a stick, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're kind of wandering around, you find a few things that are a little interesting. Nothing too wild. You see some people selling these just massive fish that look like almost small sharks, kind of on like a skewer. As you kind of walk around, you find a few more things. Things that they call dragon tails that seem to be some sort of like lizard tail on a skewer. There's lots of skewered food. It's a festival where you walk around a lot. But probably the thing that would draw your attention the most, you find an orcish man dressed in not very cold weather appropriate garb. Clearly not from a cold region. Kind of in these kind of long flowing garbs with arm wraps that kind of wrap around and some nice jewels and things like that. And he is selling these what appear to be giant insect legs on a skewer that have been roasted and coated in some kind of like spice.
Oh man, definitely making a beeline for that. I'm gonna greet the stall owner like, "Hi, friend."
Hello.
A little chilly? Oh, sorry.
No, would you like to purchase one of these legs?
Boy, howdy would I. I will take one leg, please.
Wonderful.
I tap you on the shoulder.
Would you also like a leg?
Yeah.
I will take 2 legs, please.
Wonderful. Would you like spicy or regular?
Erakos hears spicy and just like looks and starts to giggle. He's thinking like,
I just,
please,
like-
please, somebody get the spicy.
We'll do one
The
spicy,
moment
one
I
regular.
hear spicy, the moment I hear personally spicy, I'm like frozen, and I imagine that nightmare scenario of like eating dragon barbecue sauce, and I'm like, yeah, regular.
I'll take spicy and then a regular one for my friend here. Erakos, you want a leg?
You know what? Give me one of them spicy ones.
2 spicy.
Cool.
One not spicy.
Yep. So he hands you. Well, he kind of like pulls 3 of them off the thing. Says that'll be 6 copper, please.
I'm gonna blink, 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 blink.
Cool.
Those were 2 each.
Yeah.
That was only 3. Yeah.
Math.
Cool.
Math.
Yeah. He hands them to you. Make sure to get them in the right order.
All right. Thank you, friend.
Yeah.
Is this a traditional dish from where you're from, or tell me about these leggies? You
Enjoy.
know.
Yes. This is a traditional orcish dish in the wildlands from the south.
Ooh.
These are well, we call them sand spiders, but they're more like crabs than spiders. They just kind of resemble spiders, and they live in the sands. They're
Yes.
relative. Say what?
Oh, sorry. Do you farm them, or you hunt them down? They just,
Well, they're kind of they're all over in the deserts, and we spend a lot of time. My tribe is nomadic. My clan is nomadic, and so we wander about and collect these as we go. And I always try to bring some here to sell for.
I like how you say collect them when it's actually just murder them and decapitate them and like take their legs.
That's what all farming is.
I love it. Well, cheers to you. Thank you so much. I just go
Cool.
and chomp.
Roll me a. What did I have you roll for this? I can't
Was
remember.
it Constitution or
I
was
think it was just a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I think it was
Mhm.
Constitution.
Erakos, you too.
I didn't say I took a bite yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm observing.
I'm
Alright.
just waiting.
I got a 21.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. You bite into this, and it's spicy, like real spicy. Kind of reminds you of the same smell as the dragon fire,
Mhm.
whatever thing barbecue that you had at the other party, and it is. However, like it doesn't really burn. It kind of is like a nice feeling for you. And strangely reminds you a little bit of home. It kind of unlocks this feeling of like ancestral lineage as you kind of you bite into this, you kind of like are filled with this sense of like this is like what the orcs of the wildlands eat, and you kind of feel good about it. So,
How's
I-
it taste?
I don't wipe away a tear because I've been touching a very spicy spider leg. But my eyes are a little dim, just like it's really good.
I lick off the tear.
Crunch.
Erakos chomps in, and I rolled a 14 Constitution save.
okay, this is a little spicier than the other thing you
Mm.
had. It definitely you kind of get a little bit of the spice in the back of your throat. You have a minute of just like a but you managed to get it down without much issue. You're good.
Delicious.
Am I good good friend? Am I able to buy any of this spice off of you? Because the festival's not every year, and this just reminds me so much of
He kind of takes a minute, thinks. For a fellow orc, I think I could make an exception. I don't normally sell this.
This means so much to me.
It's a traditional recipe that's been passed through my family, but for you, I'd be happy to sell you. And he reaches under, pulls out a jar. It's like a, the like Breath of the Wild, like, or like the Zelda like Ocarina of Time like bottles. It's one of those
Yeah.
filled with it. It looks like the Goron spice basically. And he
Yes.
hands that to you.
I just used
All
that
right.
today.
What do I owe you, bud?
Yeah.
Wait, but we forgot to ask how to cook it exactly. I mean, you have the spice, but there's probably a special recipe.
Yeah,
Like,
is there anything
do you slow cook it? Do you just like put it on the counter?
recommendations? Like if I can't get spider legs.
This would be good on just about anything.
I hear you. I believe you.
But I would definitely recommend it on any kinds of meats or vegetables that you might make. We do have a traditional dish of fruit. There's a tree that grows down in the deserts. It's probably hard to find here, but we do put it on the fruits sometimes.
Wow.
Spiced eggs.
I'm gonna have to give that a try.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna experiment. Thank you so much for opening up this sort of window into my past. I appreciate it.
Enjoy, Orckin.
I'm like, yeah.
Cool. How do you all feel about taking a break right now?
I was typing a message about that.
Nice.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
It's mid-message. Yes.
Cool. Sweet. So yeah, let's take a quick little break. We will be back in about 10-ish minutes.
See you folks. 10 minutes.
People are already watching
Yeah.
us talk about it.
There we
Again, it's completely on brand for us to just load into the middle of a conversation.
So I was damn, I missed
Yeah.
it. I was gonna try to cue it, but
Yeah.
I was trying to time by seconds, but
I've
missed
learned.
it.
Yeah, you gotta like time it for
By like
when-
3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I've
the
pulled
button.
a fast one on y'all. So I started doing the animal transition just like for like when we come in the beginning and then when it goes to continuing. And I'm using a fade because it's like a lot easier. Like my computer starts to like do weird things if I do the animal transition too much. So yeah.
Yeah.
So the fade's
All
like
good.
300 milliseconds and the other one's 2
Nice.
full seconds.
We're right in. Nice.
Yep.
Cool. Sweet. Welcome back, everybody, from our 10-minute break. That was actually 20.
Was it really? Did not feel like it.
It was 20 minutes. I know. We do this every time, though.
yeah.
Cool.
Really?
Great. So it's the next day. You've gone out. You've kind of explored the festival a little bit, bought some food. Just chillaxing. The day after everything happened. So, what would you all like to do?
I need to finally spend some time. Well, first thing I'm going to do is check my sword, just like checking for stability, make sure there's no issues, making sure the orb that Talita has placed is still set. And then one thing I want to do is ask, since Talita has helped me, I want to ask if he needs any help building his shop.
Sure.
Great.
Nails are there. Boards are there. Here's a hammer.
Thank you. I take the hammer and grab some nails and get to work. And I have a little bit of experience with hammer and nails from my time in the military, building like quick bridges and defenses and stuff like that. So, boom.
What you don't know is that letting you help him with something is like a huge step forward.
Yeah, I do not know that, but that's awesome.
Anyone else gonna help with that or do anything? No one has to. Just cool. All right. Yeah. So make me those same 3 checks again. It was athletics. No, sorry, strength. Yeah, each of you can make these basically. Sorry, I gotta figure out where I made that note.
I thought it was strength, acrobatics, and
Insight.
insight.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do strength first. Not bad, not bad. 15.
Okay.
Acrobatics. Okay. 9. And insight. 13.
Okay, cool. You too, Talita, if you're working on them as well, give me those rolls. Sorry.
19.
Okay.
19. And acrobatics. 5.
Cool. I
Fitting.
think I just accidentally muted Jonathan.
Oh no.
I was trying to click something else and I think I clicked mute.
Hey man,
I
What's wrong with
apologize.
I didn't even know you could do
Oops.
that. We could just run around muting each other.
We can mute each other.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, yeah. Cool. So 19, 19, and 5, you said?
Yep.
Kurt's muted now.
Oh,
Shows up in the bottom. And a 19, a 13. Sorry, a 19. What was your acrobatics one?
wait. Am
Sure.
I muted? Can you hear me?
No, you're good now.
Oh.
I can hear you now.
Oh, crap. It was 15 for strength. It
That's right.
was
15.
13 for acrobatics and 9 for insight.
Okay. Cool.
I think.
Yeah, you managed to get. I think your insight was 13. I think your acrobatic was 9, but that's all good.
Cool.
No, I definitely rolled strength, acrobatics, insight. That was the order I rolled.
Yeah, strength is first.
I thought that the 13 was the insight.
Oh, you might be
it
right.
doesn't
No,
really
you're
matter.
right. You are. Yep, 100%. You're right.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. Things seem to be going really well. You get a little bit more of the walls put up. You repair some of the flooring. The addition of Ash's help really speeds things along. You think you're probably about a third of the way done with kind of getting things back together. So, cool. Sorry, 1 second. Sending D&D related messages.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. What is everyone else doing on this next day? Would you like?
I don't know. I feel like I'm out of things to do until we get a little
Yeah.
progression.
Hey,
I
Erakos.
tapped out research. What's up?
You want to go fighting?
Fighting.
You want
Hmm.
to be
Very British.
stabbed? You want to be
Oh.
stabbed,
Oh,
Erakos?
someone's
Well,
got
if
a
I'm
mute in
allowed back in
Discord.
the-
Quite.
If I'm allowed back in the Coliseum, I
Hmm.
might as well kick some more bouquet. Unless Ash, you had specific plans for pulling back in.
Sorry, run that by me again. I was typing a message.
I was thinking about going booty kicking at the Coliseum.
Oh, I'm definitely.
Have we confirmed that you can get back in?
Oh, yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we can find out. We can see if
Oh.
Yosabar did his thing. But yeah, I like that idea. And after the Coliseum, I want to try and get some time in with my magic tutor that I hired.
Mm-hmm. We play the recorder or the horn. Sorry.
Both
Perfect.
at the same time too.
Truly a master.
Right, a recorder's like a flute, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
a horn.
yeah, yeah.
Which one is the horn? Is that the big one? No, that's a tuba.
I think it's more of a category.
Oh yeah, horn is
There's
a
the
bunch
French
of
horn,
things.
which is like the swirly boy.
That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. Swirly boy. Yes.
I like it.
I can't tonight. Everything is killing me.
No.
Cool.
Yes.
So I'll say probably you can probably pick one of those two things, Ash, for this just one day.
Coliseum.
Just give. Okay,
Wow.
cool.
With my
Sweet.
friends.
So each of you, Erakos, are you going to fight as well?
I don't know about this. Alignment things might say that I really shouldn't.
Don't you want to?
It is.
It's upstanding.
Yeah,
Don't
it
you wanna
is
polish
legal.
your skills?
It's legal.
Okay, it's legal.
It's upstanding.
legal.
It's practice to fight Olmog, who is an evil deity. All
Oh, you sold me. That's it. I'm going.
all things point to yes.
And sometimes you can win money.
Yeah.
Cash money.
So from each of you, well, we'll start with Mara. You indeed are allowed back in.
Yes.
The people kind of give you like a little bit of a side eye, but almost kind of remember, like they have a moment of like, wait a minute, and then they're like, no, never mind. That's right. Cool. Yeah. So let's start out. Give me an athletics roll.
Alrighty, I got +5 to athletics. Let's see what we get here. It'll be an 8.
Okay. 1 second. Sorry, I gotta find my dice. There they are.
All good.
Find.
Got this big chonky boy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Sorry, I refer to inanimate object as boys with an I.
Yeah,
Just happens. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's cool. Already figured.
it's a
I
thing.
do the same. It's okay.
Yeah.
You got
I mean,
an
one
8.
time I even like called like my printer good boy after like, it printed everything nicely, like just like 30 sheets of stickers, just boom, 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 perfect conditions.
Okay.
You know, just pet it once in a while.
Is that your great
It's love.
dice? Get it? Because it's bigger.
Yes.
Give me an acrobatics check as well.
Alrighty, let's acrobat. Aw, come on, I got a 6.
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then a constitution check.
Oh.
And then also on top of that, roll a whatever your hit die is, which I think is a D8 for you. I believe you can see it in D&D Beyond.
What? All right, here we go.
It'll be on your page.
All right, I am not rolling well tonight. The first one was Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus whatever your hit die is.
All right, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Try real hard.
Where does it say the hit
Yeah.
die?
It
Is it
probably
for
is
your
in your
unarmed?
settings, actually.
Oh, like if I open up the gear thingy?
Yeah, like if you edit your
Got
sheet,
it.
it might say. It would be like near your health if it's on the actual.
If you click on short rest, it'll bring up a thing, and it'll ask you if you want to
there.
recover, and it'll say what your hit die are.
Love
Oh,
it.
So it's
mine is
actually
1d12.
12. So yeah, go ahead. You can re-roll the D12 then.
1d12 plus 2. Do I add the
D12.
2?
No, just your hit
Okay.
die.
Where is my d12?
D12, wasn't that
So
like
many
Eminem's
things.
like entourage, like or like posse? Weren't they like
I
a
think
rap
so.
group that like
Yeah,
D12.
yeah.
I think you're right.
This one's really sparkly.
Nice.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh, it loves me. I got a 12.
What was your total score?
12 plus 7, which is
19.
19. Oh, that's not bad.
Cool.
I'm glad my hit die is 12.
So, yeah, you have over the course of some of this time, you have 3 fights. The first 2 do not go super well. The first one is against this kind of hulking Goliath of a man who kind of just overpowers you. You're a little unexpectedly fighting someone much stronger than you. The next one, you kind of trip over your legs a little bit and go down. After putting up a pretty good fight, you just kind of happen to get, after that first fight and everything. But the third one goes really well, actually. You kind of just outlast the other person. They get some good hits in, you get some good hits in, but at the end of the day, you're just a little tougher and last a little bit longer. So
Yeah.
you managed to win 50 gold.
Whoa.
And let me. Pit fighting is a good. It's lucrative if you can win. Cool. Sorry, I'm just checking stuff out. Cool. Yeah. But that does take up your evening, and you won't be able to fight again for a week. Basically.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta.
Kind of the rules. Cool. So Ash, let's go ahead and do yours.
All right.
So same thing: athletics, acrobatics, and then Constitution plus hit die.
Okay. Oh, yay, good rolls. All right. That was sarcastic, by the way.
Oh no.
Athletics, 15. That one's actually not bad. Acrobatics, 7. And then Constitution. Okay. Oh, that's good. And then, I'm a 1d10. That's the weird one. That is a 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. So you managed to also win a couple fights. So you actually managed to win 2 fights. Kind of the same deal. Your first fight, you end up overpowering one of the people. It's actually one of the rare sword fights that happens at this location. Real quick, I think Jonathan, we can hear your keyboard when you type. I'm
sorry about that.
No, you're good. I just was
It's
noticing.
because of the fact that I'm on
Yeah.
my laptop, so I can't actually write down what's going on.
You're
I
good.
write
Yeah.
down a lot of what we're doing, and it's just from my head, but it doesn't work.
No worries. You're fine. I just wanted to just so
Mhm.
you know, you might, if you're going to be typing, you might want to unmute.
Mhm.
So anyway, sorry. Yeah, you win 2 of your fights. The first one goes pretty well. You managed. It's actually one of the rare sword fights that happens at this kind of place. Obviously non-lethal.
Yeah.
The swords are blunted, kind of thing. But you managed to just overpower the other person. Your second fight doesn't go as well. It's just kind of a general boxing match. And
you don't you
Not a
kind of just
boxer.
can't dodge enough to get through. But the last one, another boxing match, actually does go pretty well. Again, you kind of just managed to outlast, and you managed to make 100 gold.
What? Hell yes. Give me all your monies.
And as you kind of make me an perception check.
Okay. Let me do that. Oh, goodness. Perception. Okay. Be with me. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, cool. 14.
Okay, cool. So after you win your third match, so you won one, lost one, won another. You kind of like in the middle as the fight's starting to go your way, you notice that someone over out in the crowd is starting to get a little bit angry with the outcomes of these events. And after you win, you notice that he starts kind of just glaring at you from the crowd. Clearly, he did not bet on you and is not very happy that fight went the way that it went.
Uh-oh.
But you don't know much else other than that.
I see the person. Is there any like distinguished, like I just like in case I run into this person again, like do I know what they look like? Like, they wearing any sigils or pins or anything that I might see? I guess 14.
Yeah, so they are actually in college garb.
Okay.
So you can't really tell much. The college kind of everybody wears robes essentially. But they do have
Harry Potter wants to get me.
yeah. They have a purple kind of embroidered crest of the colleges, the College of the Magician.
Okay.
Bunch of sore losers at this Coliseum.
Yeah. There's gambling on the line. Lots of money.
True.
Should have thrown the match. Let's work out a deal.
Should we bet on Erakos?
Ooh, can we bet?
I'm
not going to bet on Erakos.
I can go next, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to bet on him.
I was just spacing.
Just because as a paladin, I don't think he would want us to place bets on him. So I'm not going to.
Buddy old pal.
Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't know...
That's true.
That's all I'm going to say.
He doesn't know.
I'll know.
I'm going to place a surreptitious bet on our good buddy of 10 gold.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
I'll finish writing.
What is your bet? That how many? You get to kind of choose. How many matches do you think he'll win?
Do I have to go specific? Or like they're better odds?
They're better odds. So the higher you go, the higher the return.
I'm gonna bet he wins every single match.
All right.
10 gold.
All right.
My
Erakos,
buddy.
No pressure.
give me an athletics.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Acrobatics and constitution check.
All right. Okay. 2 of the 3 of these are gonna be good. Here we go. Constitution, 14. Athletics, 21.
Oh, sorry. On your constitution check, also roll your hit die.
All right.
That's a special thing.
Let me roll. Let me
Yep.
finish this roll.
Now you're
Sorry,
good.
So
21?
21 on athletics, 14 on constitution, 2 on acrobatics.
Damn.
I mean, it's a -1. It's dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hit dice. Where's the thing for hit dice?
It's just whatever your die is.
Do
I
you have
think.
D&D Beyond open?
Yeah.
If you click short rest, the button, it will say what your hit die is.
D10. Thank you.
Yeah.
So just roll a d10.
Thank Emily.
her.
She's the one who pointed that out for me as well.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah.
D10 is 10.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you also win 2 of your matches.
So close.
Kind of again. You have an no holds barred match. So you get to whatever the challengers want to bring in is what they get to bring in. But no killing allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously. And so yeah.
Wait, so can I bring things in then?
Yeah.
Yeah, like whatever weapons, whatever.
Armor.
Like you get to use your paladin weapons and armor and everything. So
Nice.
this is kind of a straight up.
That must be a
Fight.
fun match.
What is
oh.
what? Hang on. You've touched the
Yeah.
part of me that is very passionate, because one of my guilty pleasures is wrestling. So you've
Nice.
touched. So now we're gonna talk about this a little bit.
Yeah,
Is this one of the fights I win?
yeah, it is.
Okay. Please describe my opponent to me just a little bit.
Yeah.
I love it.
So this dude walks in, just massive, like bulging arms. He's got like a tunic on that the arms have just been ripped off of, and he walks in with 2 scimitars
Whoa.
held to either side. And he kind of looks at the crowd and does like a little like wrestler stare, like clearly a showman in
One
this. Kind of
eyebrow
twirls
up.
his swords around.
Like the Rock.
Yeah, he does the like scimitar twirling thing.
Yeah.
Seeing like Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of tosses one
And
up in
The
the air,
Rock.
catches it behind his back,
Mhm.
does all of these like really cool tricks with the scimitars, and just kind of stares at you, holds them ready. You wait for the fight.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up to him. Chad, I'm not doing the Hulk Hogan thing. I actually hate Hulk Hogan for reasons.
Yeah.
But besides that, so I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm actually not gonna bring in any weapons. No weapons. Because no holds barred has meaning here. I'm gonna walk right up to him. I'm gonna assume he's probably a little taller than me. I'm just gonna like look him up and down. I'm gonna kind of just like look up right up at him. Sir, I have one question for you. Do you skip leg day?
He kind of just.
And as he responds, I take my legs and I put them on the insides of his legs. I spread them and then bring my knees up straight as hard as I can. No holds barred means I can do whatever I want.
He goes down immediately, and it's just out. And the crowd kind of like, everyone is just silent.
I'm cheering.
Does this mean I win?
Yeah.
Woo!
So you got just this second. No, nothing. And then just from the crowd just erupts. As, like, half of the people are booing because this fight was over so fast, and the other half are just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, so you win that one. And then you also win another one. This one is just a general kind of grappling match. And that one goes pretty well as well. You win out. You do lose your other one. So unfortunately, Mara, you lose 10 gold.
Worth it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Worth it to see that match.
Ash and Erakos both make 100 gold from their
Nice.
fight. However, you, again, all of you kind of can't fight for another week in the pits.
Sure.
So,
I'm rich now. It's fine.
and I need to check.
I need to actually find something to spend my money on. Like, I need more armor. That's what I need. I need more beef.
More beef.
Yeah. What else would everyone like to do? That's the fighting crew. Anyone else?
I think I would like to go to the forest and kind of practice acrobatics and jumping around and throwing daggers at trees.
Nice.
Okay.
Sorry, Lucia. I heard them.
The trees don't care.
It's okay.
Cool.
It really, really is fine.
I need to figure out. There's no good downtime rules for training on your own.
Yeah.
Like, there's only like you can pay someone to train you. I need to figure out a good way to kind of handle that. Make me roll a d6 for me, Kate. Try this out. I have a thought.
Okay. This one is it. Wait, no, that's D8. D6 is the cube one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one.
Okay. Yeah, so over the course, I mean, you still get a little bit of training in, but you end up spending a good amount of your time trying to find the knives that you've thrown because they completely miss the trees a number of times.
That's hilarious.
So you get some training, but it's not great. And but you're feeling a little more confident. I will say you get. Do you have inspiration right now? I don't think you might.
No, I don't think.
No.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
So yeah, you have inspiration now, which you can just add in
Nice.
D&D Beyond, which just gives you. I think you can.
How? How do I add
it's-
inspiration?
You should just.
Oh, here.
That's on.
There's like a button. Oh
Yeah.
no, I had it on.
Okay.
I'll just keep leaving it on, I guess.
Yeah, technically you can only have inspiration once.
I don't know. It just gave it to me by default, and I didn't even like pay attention that
I
it
think
was
you
there.
all got it at one point.
Let me see if mine is on.
Mine is on.
Yeah, I think a few of you had it, and I think a few of you spent it. You're muted, Simeon, just so you know. I think if you were.
I never used it.
Yeah, you gave it to
Yeah.
at least most of us.
I think I gave it
Not
to
all of us.
everybody after role playing your characters at one point.
Oh, that's right.
So, if you want to just make a note, Kate, what I'll say is you can add a D4 to an attack roll with your daggers.
That's cool.
At some.
Okay.
I would also just like to say that I do a lot of axe throwing. I have like a thing set up in my backyard, and 90% of the time of axe throwing is looking for the axes. So
This has come through my experience with axes,
yeah,
throwing knives, and shooting archery.
yeah, all of them.
Yeah, most of your time is spent finding
Yeah.
I mean,
the thing you threw.
if you actually get good and hit the target.
Oh, burn! Someone give me some aloe. It hurts.
Right. But yeah,
Hang on,
so
come here. Let me lay on
Yeah.
hands for that burn.
you managed to spend the day kind of doing that, and yeah. So now with one of your attacks, you can choose to spend that extra D4 to roll to add to your roll, basically. Cool. I think Talita and Aracia are the only ones that we haven't covered today for. Let's go with Aracia to begin with. What would you like to be doing today?
So I take it the festival is over now?
No, it's still going on.
Oh, this is still the festival.
Yep. It's a 3-day festival.
Oh my
so-
goodness.
It's a bit of a thing.
Well then I guess I probably would have gone to fight as well.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
also like to bet 10 gold on Aracia
Oh,
Cool.
and bet I'm gonna win all 3 fights.
thank you.
Yep.
Am I allowed to do my quarterstaff? And if
For
so,
some
can
of-
I have shillelagh on it?
Yeah, for some of them you probably could for at least one of your fights.
I'm not much of a grappler. I'm more of a spellcaster.
Yeah, it's okay. Your strength is pretty good, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's not awful. It's just
Okay.
+1. But when I generally kind of did a lower one there because when you wild shape, you get the animal strength.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't matter
True.
as much.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. So it's going to be the same things, but I'll let you choose one of them to replace with an attack roll. So you can replace a strength, dexterity, or your constitution check with an attack roll instead.
Okay. Do I have to decide beforehand, or I just take the lowest?
Decide beforehand.
Okay.
So it's
They're
athletics, acrobatics, and
All
constitution.
+1. Acrobatics, athletics. Constitution. They're all +1. So
Your constitution is plus your largest hit die as well, so that might be higher technically.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, I'll do my strength.
Okay.
Is 15.
Is that it's a attack roll or?
No.
Okay, just that's your strength. I
That
just
was-
making.
that
I
was-
just wanted to make sure I have
oh.
the one that is the attack roll.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then, so like a quarterstaff attack.
Yep.
So that's a +3 to hit. $20.
Okay.
And then Constitution. Sorry, I have to bring up my short rest again because I already forgot what the die is supposed to be. 8. Okay. Ooh, nice. 19, 23.
Okay.
For my Constitution one.
Okay. Yeah, you win all of your fights.
Wipe the floor with people.
Yeah.
You just hear the entire party is watching and go.
I'm feeling very frustrated.
I feel like Erisea kind of just like walks in and wins. Like isn't 100% sure even what's like what the fights are and like how they're working, but just like kind of like you understand them, but you're just kind of just like, so I just hit him, and then you just kind of hit the dude, and he like flies across the.
Just hit people.
And
I'm big. I'm like this.
So as you win, like progressively, you win one match, and you hear a few people just like start to groan because like no one bet on you, even though you're like a very large furball.
No
You
one
kind of
bet
just
on
wonder
her?
like what do I do?
Yeah, I'm like the huge but like super
Yeah.
unimpressing person.
So yeah, like as you walk in, you kind of hear like almost chuckles coming from a couple people in the crowd, and you just decimate the first dude, like just knock him out immediately, and everyone just like and Mara's like woo, and then the rest of the and then yeah, your
Nice.
subsequent
Let's do
fight.
that again.
The next one comes in, and it's actually like a special match. There's 2 people that you have to fight, but they're like smaller, and so you manage to just like knock one of them out, and then you kind of pick up the other one and chuck them across the thing. And then yeah, your third fight is just kind of your standard fight, but you get to use your staff, and so you kind of lock blows a few times before finally just like catching the person in an uppercut with the staff and just knocking them out cold as the crowd kind of more and more every time collectively groan as they lose more and more of their bets. But Mara is over in the recording being like, woo!
Yes.
So yeah, you make 200 gold,
Yeah.
which is absurd.
That's a
and
lot of money.
You deserve it.
This is the DM's way of funneling us money that he's just like, they probably need to buy some things. Let me just.
Well, then I think I make my way to Mara
Mm-hmm.
because obviously I've noticed what's going on with the crowd and Mara,
Yes.
I don't think anybody liked me.
I think you did.
We
Great.
did.
They're just jealous. They underestimated you, and look where it got them.
It's just when other people fight, there tends to be lots of cheering, and it didn't seem very encouraging.
Well, they bet money on the other guys because they don't know you.
Oh,
They lost money.
okay.
Now,
Yeah,
next
they'll
time
bet
know
on you
better.
for sure
Now
next
they'll
time.
know. I will probably
knew.
not be so good next time.
Don't underestimate yourself.
Eh,
You'll do great.
yeah,
Right.
don't underestimate yourself.
Right.
You
Thank
got
you.
this. You did amazing. This
Thank you for cheering
fun to
for
watch.
me. It was good to hear.
And Anna, your bet triples, so you get 30
Aw.
gold back.
Yes.
Cool. And Talita, what are you doing on this evening?
Talita shrugs and walks up into the ring.
Yes.
Yes.
Talita. You know what? I'm sticking with my bet. Same amount. 10 gold. Talita's gonna win them all.
All right. I keep putting my dice away, and then.
Surprise.
All right. Same thing. Acrobatics, athletics, and Constitution plus hit dice, and you can make an attack roll for one of them if you'd like.
Let's go,
As
you
well.
glorious turtle.
Athletics, acrobatics. So athletics is 19.
Okay.
Acrobatics is 15.
Whoa.
Then that dexterity, did you say?
Constitution plus your hit die. And you can choose to make a weapon attack instead on one of these.
Okay. I'm going to go Constitution. Sorry. Did you say you said strength?
Constitution check plus your hit die.
Okay. Short resting. There it is. Okay. 1d8 plus 2. Okay. That's an 8.
Okay. So go ahead. What?
And that was with the 13? Forget what I rolled for strength.
Your Constitution. It should be a Constitution saving throw. Go ahead and re-roll that. Just whatever it is. So just make a Constitution roll.
Okay. 7.
So 8 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So unfortunately, Talita is still feeling the effects of all that druid fluid, and
So close.
does not win any of his matches.
Any?
They are
Oh.
they are very close.
Yeah.
But unfortunately does not win any of them. The other challenger is just, they feel real fast. That druid fluid kind of still lingering in your system is making it a little hard for you to concentrate on all of the things. There's, the psychedelic mushrooms every now and then kind of just mess with your vision as things move. You're like, wait, is it over there? And then you kind of look and you're getting hit. You're fine. You don't really take damage or get hurt or anything, but yeah, you just don't you don't win any matches, unfortunately. We really ran the gamut here of people winning matches.
Yeah, we did.
I guess that's what happened.
Should we go get Ruby so she can fight?
Ooh. She might.
I mean, if you can find me somewhere in the forest.
Yeah.
Ruby's just out throwing knives in
She
the
might break
wilderness.
the rules. She'd probably stab someone even if it was against the rules for the match. This is a grappling match. Stop stabbing me. It's
I mean,
casual.
Ruby has Ruby doesn't have a lot of strength, so I don't think she can grab as well. So
I really want to picture.
she'll be doing
I
tricks.
I think Ruby and I need to find a place with magical fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be great. And then I can just blow the place up with mild magic.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
I want a picture of Ruby with a knife.
I mean, it would be accidentally, but Ruby would be happy.
Yeah.
Didn't Kat draw one? Who drew? I forget who drew.
Yeah,
the
Kat was the one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it was
right.
really good.
Really
good.
What do you
that was
have there?
awesome.
A knife.
That's it.
No.
No, that was amazing. I love that one. Now I want one that says it's casual. It's holding the knife. Casual.
Casual Stag.
Cool. So yeah, that kind of finishes up the night. There's a lot of comments. Cat is on it, she says. We're ready to go. Cool. Yeah, that finishes up the night, and that's the last night of the festival. So as you kind of head back, you see a lot of people kind of passed out in the streets, people kind of walking back home. It's starting to get pretty late. But yeah, you make your way back to the Wyvern.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat. Get some food.
There's still quite a party going on at the Wyvern, actually.
Perfect.
It's there's still quite a few people just hanging out, getting drinks and things.
I mean, we are owners, so I'm actually gonna do a round to the tables, say hey to folks, yeah, check on them, make sure everything's good, see how the bartender's doing. I mean, we're trusting this guild, so I just a little quick feedback, see how folks are liking the food. I'm basically channeling when I used to be a manager at a restaurant. So.
Nice.
There's no food.
Yeah, no food yet.
Oh, that's right. There's
but
no food, but the drinks. I want to make sure they're good.
Yes.
Tavern on fire. This is fine.
This is fine.
Cool. Yes. So, I'm trying to find.
Ooh, new mood.
Yeah, people are pretty happy.
Nice.
Things seem to be going pretty well. The bartender has been doing a good job, so everything's good there. I need to find. Sorry, I keep putting away these dice, and I keep needing the exact same dice every time I
We're
put them
playing
away.
D&D, Conlon. Why are you putting
Yeah.
away your dice?
Well, because I keep thinking I'm not going to need D10s, and then I keep needing D10s.
Look at this. Look at this. All these dice.
Nice.
So-
That's awesome.
Wow,
So
I
many
like that
dice.
tray.
Yeah, that's
My
cool.
friend made this. Jake Dawkins. He's awesome. Coworker and
cool.
awesome carpenter. So he's.
Yeah, that's super.
If y'all
cool.
want one,
Awesome.
he'll do a couple of them. Like he doesn't do a bunch, but he said if folks wanted them, he would make a few more custom ones. So let me know.
Aw.
That's awesome. Cool. So actually, yeah, never mind. I gotta do math. Sorry, I'm thinking.
What is this math you speak of?
Cool. And then I need to roll another one more die.
Are you checking to see if we've made money?
Yes. I gotta do more math. Yeah, the tavern makes 45 gold over the course of the 3 days that it is
Cool.
open
Nice.
for this.
Look at us.
That's not a lot compared to
Maybe
like
the
all
tavern
the
should
money
enter
Mara
some
made.
fights.
That it is 45 gold minus expenses, so you are covered.
Oh,
for
so it's even worse.
time.
Okay, Mara, you're gonna
Well,
be
like
our
you've already
primary
subtracted
provider of gold.
expenses. 45 gold is your profit.
After expenses.
Yeah, after.
Oh,
expenses.
cool.
So the whole thing is covered in terms of like how much it costs you to run the bar and everything. So cool. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go downstairs and continue working on the bones. It's a
Alright.
long process. It's hard to grind bones into dust.
Nice. Cool.
To the bone hole.
To the bone hole!
Just got my little coffee grinder. Making bone dust.
That's amazing. That's hilarious. I was like, Furbolg in the basement grinding bones.
I don't
None to
think
see
it-
here.
I don't think
None to see.
I don't think anybody even knows that I'm doing it. I
They haven't told
told
us,
anybody.
so we have no idea.
I just scream at you, bon appetit.
Amazing.
It's perfectly normal activity. I don't know what everybody's
I mean, they might as well be used for that, right?
exactly.
like
Exactly my
it's-
exactly my thoughts.
Mindset. Ashes to ashes. Cool.
No,
You know.
I'm a druid. We're very big on the whole circle of life thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially like Circle of the Spores. Like that's like
Exactly.
hella.
It's the circle of spores.
Cool. What
I
else
can't.
is? What else? Are we
You're gonna have to
Yeah.
write that song now.
we're pretty much. I think we're gonna probably call it here within just the next couple minutes since it's almost 11, and a lot of us have not slept well the past couple.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Not I.
Real bad.
Cool. Anybody else have anything else to finish up before we call it tonight?
Just that you have to check the Discord chat.
Oh my gosh, cat.
There
Oh,
is
no.
a place that exists called the Bone Hall.
Amazing.
Bone hole part.
Amazing. The bone hole.
What is that? Mo? Is that Missouri?
And
Yeah.
it actually has like good ratings if you see it there as well.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Yes.
The St. Francis County Commission announced Tuesday that they will be renovating the Bone Hole into a family-friendly park.
Oh
Yes,
my.
they
Come
will.
on, kids,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go to the Bone Hole.
I can't even.
This is canon. This is now canon.
Oh,
Art imitates life. Life imitates art.
oh my
I also
goodness.
really like that the sixth link down is just Shutterstock, and it's just bone hole images, stock photos and vectors.
Of bone holes, because why not?
In case you need that, yeah, those bone hole.
How did
stock
they
images.
rank for
Gotta
that?
get on
Like,
that.
who was like,
Right.
oh, you know what we're not ranking for? Bone hole. We need to fix that. There's like a whole SEO team
There's-
behind it.
It's amazing.
It's more like they're like, why are we getting so many hits for Bonehole?
Right.
Who taught this?
Right. Google searches over time, it just like spikes
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Cool. Anything else anybody wants to do before we finish up for the night?
No, it's for the night, right? So I'm just gonna keep working on trying to focus through this orb of BoneCon. Oh my dear lord, make it stop. Druid fluid, official drink of BoneCon.
Yeah.
Wait,
we
what?
need an illustration. Posted in chat. BoneCon.
Twitch chat.
Oh God!
The
There's too
bone.
many places.
I know,
Too
all
many
the chats,
I'll
all
put
the
it in
chats.
general too.
Oh,
BoneCon.
We need a convention logo for the BoneCon.
I can't even. It's amazing.
Oh my
and then
god.
have like
We've been streaming
very-
for 2 months.
Right.
We're already planning cons.
Amazing.
Join us for BoneCon at the Bone
BoneCon
Hole.
2021. It'll be in Oak
First,
Creek,
if you buy a
apparently.
Coming to a bone hole near you
Bone Hole Park.
this summer. BoneCon.
Okay, so here's the thing though. If we do it in Missouri at the Bone Hole, that's great. But if we have it in Oregon, then we can make actual druid fluid with psychedelics in the drink.
Ooh, I'm more for Oregon.
because was it just decriminalized? No, they decriminalized all. They made legal psilocybin legal or
Yeah.
something.
I thought all drugs they decriminalized.
They decriminalized
They
all drugs.
decriminalized
Yeah, they
everything,
decriminalized them. Yeah,
but they
so.
specifically made psilocybin
Legal.
legal.
But I also think it's up to a certain amount. Also, I don't think it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
just
it
like straight up. So yeah.
I mean,
I
it's in
love
a
it.
drink.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I don't think that we're gonna run up against the upper limit.
Yeah.
Well,
Gosh,
serving it
it's
to
just-
people might be iffy.
Yeah. Gosh,
If
there's
it's legal.
not enough psilocybin in this beverage.
Yeah. It's basically the Four Loco of.
Yeah. I shotgunned a Four Loco one time.
Oh, God.
I made my own
No.
Four Loco. Once they stopped producing it, I can share the recipe if anybody would like it.
That was an interesting night.
Bet.
We
Yeah.
I was on a sports team in college. And
Sports team.
that was part of the the initiation.
That
to
part
joining.
was inferred, Colin.
Yeah.
We figured that.
Yeah.
It was
That
great.
sounds
it
rough.
Was lots of fun.
That sounds.
What kind of sports?
Hurling, which
Ooh.
is what sounds like you would do after you shot
Right.
the logo, but you should look up hurling. It's a cool
Yeah.
sport.
Okay.
Fastest game on grass.
Nice. Sports ball.
Is it because
Anyway.
you hurl people from
It's
one end
faster
to the
than
other?
lacrosse.
It's very similar to lacrosse, but yes,
Oh.
it is faster. It's played with like a baseball.
Ooh.
Anyway, yeah. So
Oh, literally the first thing on YouTube is called hurling,
Yeah,
the fastest
that's-
game
that-
on
that's
grass.
how people
The
describe it.
catchphrase.
That's so
That's
funny.
awesome.
So anyway, yeah. I think we're basically done for that.
Oh yeah. I think yeah.
Oh yeah.
hang out and chat for a few if anybody wants to. But I think the stream is officially over as
We're
far
definitely
as
streaming still.
yeah, we're still
Everyone is
streaming.
hearing
Yeah.
us.
Well, I'm switching
that's
this
fine,
over
fine.
right now. So bye everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.